Alright guys, welcome back to Budget Card Breaks, and I just wanted to make another video. Yesterday I made a video about sports cards and like spring cleaning. I have a lot more sports cards than Pokemon cards, but basically the difference between the sports cards is that since they're athletes, some athletes that you didn't think that would be really good that season, they end up being super good, and you happen to have some cards of them, so you want to dig them out, things like that. A player will all of a sudden become hot and his card will become 5, even 10 times what you may have paid for it, so it's good to keep an eye on those things. But I kind of wanted to just show off my Pokemon, mainly modern collection. I have some older cards in here, but I'll explain why. And basically, these are all the cards. I think I've showed off like cards that I'm planning to grade, but cards that I plan to grade are really like WotC era cards, Top Sun, poker cards. Also, I'm getting into a lot of EX cards. Like pretty much between like 2000, anywhere between 2000 and like 2013, 2012 are cards that I'm interested in like actually grading because I see a purpose in it. But a lot of these cards you'll find like 95% of them were pack pulled by me, so they're in good condition. And some of them I bought online for like, I think I bought these two online for like $7 for both of them. And ironically, this is like the most expensive card I ever pulled out of a pack. I think it's like $30. That was like the price 6 months ago, so who knows what it is now. But you can see it's off centered, left to right. But let's just start going through the cards. These again are cards that I wouldn't grade right now. But kind of my plan for them is to just accumulate like these full arts, like the hits. These are all the hits that I get out of the packs that I open on the channel. And essentially just because they're modern and like a lot of them are just tops $20, I just don't see the point in grading. Usually if I grade a card, I want it to at least amount to a couple $100, 150. Otherwise I just don't think it's worth it. So maybe in like 10 years or something, these cards could definitely be worth grading is the way I see it. So I'm kind of just going to compile these alt arts, the hits in the modern product, and just save them, and maybe 10, 15, 20 years down the road they'll be priced a lot differently. I could definitely see that happening. So all right, so let's just go through the cards. I could definitely be going through the cards. I'm not gonna list them out either because there's piles and piles, so I'll just let you guys just look through. These are all pack pulled, except these two. I actually bought these, I think for like 15 a piece. Again, and these Japanese ones, I've obviously never opened up Japanese packs, but I got it from some online guy like Pokey something. Let me see the name. I got it right here. Pokey. Let me get it out. I have this card. Pokey Collect. And I paid $65 for 20, I think it's 20 alt arts. So it was a pretty good deal, but as you can see, a lot of these alt arts and like a lot of these things that I'm showing off, the reason why I wouldn't grade them is because a lot of them are worth like in the literal $1 to $5 range. With there's exceptions. You let me know in the stack that I'm like going through, guys, if you guys see any like big cards. But from my knowledge, a lot of these cards are like in the $1 to maybe like $30. Maybe like the highest. Maybe there's a couple other ones. We'll see. But okay, so that was one stack. Let's just put it back. And again, these are just like cards that I pulled out of packs. Even this old one, I pulled this from a pack when I was a kid in 2000. So stuff from my old collection, or my collection now. So again, it's Japanese. I just pulled this like a week or two ago. Same with this. Some of these cards aren't the greatest, but yeah, like cards like this, who knows, this could be a $250, and a lot of these cards, are at least in good, like, pack fresh condition. Like, I took them right out of the pack and put them instantly in a sleeve and then a case. So I can say that with confidence that if these cards did grade, they should be all like nines and tens. If they graded any lower, it would just be like some kind of printing error would be my guess, because yeah, literally just all these came straight from the pack, um, like these Japanese ones, other than I got those on that website. But yeah, so you see I do have a lot of alt arts, but it's tough to pull those really expensive alt arts, guys. It really is. Like, it's most alt arts I pull, they're just like the $1, $2, $4 ones. Like, this is actually one that I bought on my own. I also bought this one just because I don't know, I really like them, and it's hard to pull these. It really is. So go through it. Mimikyu. This is a really cool one that I actually did pull out of a pack. And then I got a bunch of these ones too. And who would have thunk it? Right when I got back into the hobby, I had a bunch of these, but a bunch of these holographics. Not so much like the base like this, but I had like holographic ones that say Topps Chrome in the corner. And right when I got in the hobby, I was like, why are these not worth anything? Like, Topps is a super great company. They've been around since, I don't know, the 40s or 50s. I don't know. They've been making baseball cards forever. And it's like the only set, like, this is Topps as well. But like, these cards ended up being worth a lot more, just like I said they would when I first started collecting. So I have like, I don't know, like 15 holographic Topps cards that are just like in pretty much perfect condition, because when I opened them as a kid, I wanted like the regular cards like this. So this is another from when I was a kid. I've had this literally for like 25 years. So who knows what this is worth, but it was shiny, so I kept it. Again, these are all cards that like I would be down to sell. Like, if I was thinking about setting up at a card show pretty soon here, and these would be cards that I'd be willing to come up off of, but at the same time I don't mind holding on to them, especially like these ones. Like, this is like I know my Pikachu pile, and these are all from when I was a kid, that cards just I happened to save. Actually, I bought this at a card show, but the newer ones obviously I bought. But so you got a lot more base of the Topps. Like I said, I think I opened a box as a kid. That's the only thing I can think of, because I have a binder full of Topps cards as well. But yeah, these are all just Pikachus. Like I said, if you guys see any cards that like really, I mean, I know there's a couple cards in here that are worth like 20-30 bucks, whatever, but there's like nothing crazy in here, from my knowledge. So like, I have a bunch of cards like this, like from the original era, like cards like this. I used to love to collect Japanese when I was a kid, and for some reason I had access to Japanese packs as a kid too. I don't know why or how, but I have like duplicates of cards like this, like insane, for days and days of for some reason, as a kid I collected the Rocket set the most, Team Rocket. I have a crap ton of Team Rocket cards. Like this one, this Eevee right here, probably have like 7 of them, and that's the case for like I don't have any of the hollows. I had to go out and buy out all the hollows, but I've managed to save all the commons, but I mean, personally I'd rather have this card than this card, but I mean, that's just me. That's why I don't really hold a lot of stock. I know these are all just older, just base cards. And like I said, I have like boxes of these. So if anyone's ever interested, I don't even know if I'd be willing to sell these though, because I feel like someday they may be worth a little bit more than they are now. Yeah, see at the bottom of this box there was an Eevee, Dark Persian, Ponyta. So this is taking a little bit of time. We're like halfway through. So if you guys stayed with me this long, I appreciate it. I kind of just felt like, shuffling through all my cards. So this is actually a unique stack. Well, part of it's unique. Alright, so some of these cards I got from my girlfriend. This one. And like all of these cards, this is what kind of got me into like wanting to collect. See, this is a 2006. I just feel like these years the cards weren't collected very much, and like this card right here and like a PSA 10 holofoil is like 300 some bucks, like crazy. I don't even know the Pokemon, but so like these cards, I saw a PSA 10 on Card Economist of this card, and he wanted like 600 bucks for it. That dude gets the most for cards. I swear to God, people overpay with that dude like crazy. It must be the stardom. Like people just want to buy cards from him or something. That's the only thing I could think of. But he'll like straight up just overprice his cards. I'm not afraid to say it. He does. If you buy from Card Economist, like you're overpaying for your cards way bad. All right, Magnezone V Star. Like I said, these are all like $2 V Stars and just random stuff. But again, stuff that I'll probably end up just holding on to for like 10, 15 years. And I could see in 10, 15 years, like this card right here, this is a card that, you know, Legend Maker, probably not a very popular set at the time. Not a lot printed. It's gold Flaffy. Like I seen 6 months ago, Card Economist sold a gold Flaffy PSA 10 for $600. Tell me someone else that could do that. When I pulled this card, I knew it was a gold Flaffy, but like it goes for like what, 15, 20 bucks on TCG Player. And I have a bunch of these Squirtles, and apparently in PSA 10 they're worth pretty good, but I think I have like at least 10, 15 copies. Like I said, Team Rocket, that's like the main set. Rainbow Rare, that's probably one of the few Rainbow Rares I've pulled. I have this in a CSG or CGC 10, like a gold 10, so that's pretty cool. All right, next stack. So this is all alt art stuff. Again, Gengar, that's pretty cool. Snorlax, that's cool. Like I said, these are cards that I feel like they're not worth a ton right now. Like a lot of these are worth $1, $2. Like I've looked these cards up when I pulled them. I'm aware of the price. This card's actually, I like Venusaur a lot, as you can see. Venusaur. I actually picked up a real Venusaur the other day. See, more Squirtles. But yeah, I have a bunch of cards like these and just stuff that I plan to save. But all right, and last, well, there's 2 more piles left. But this pile is pretty cool because it's got a lot of cards from, again, 2006, 2007, and like this card right here, and this Ditto is super cool. I love this Ditto. There's a Pikachu Ditto, a Charmander, and a Squirtle Ditto. This came out in 2005. So like a lot of these cards, I know this in a PSA 10 goes for $100, and this isn't even a holo. So these are definitely cards that I plan to hang on to. These are all older cards, so those are good ones. I feel like these cards are a lot more valuable than like what set is this? God damn. Fossil. You know what I mean? Just because Fossil has been beat to death, dude. You know what I mean? Like these cards just weren't as printed as much, so they're more rare. The pop counts are gonna be better. So they're just more worth grading and messing with in general. But so a lady card. For some reason I heard over in Asia, like people love these cards. I mean, to me I thought they were like 10, 15 bucks maybe, but I heard over there they just go nuts for them. Alright, so as you can see, I like that Pikachu personally. Rotom V. So out of this pile, like I said, none of these cards I really looked at and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna grade that. That's killer. Some of these cards I might in the future if they go up enough, but honestly, lately, I've been putting it in my TCG shopping cart. I've been making like a huge shopping cart of probably like 50 cards that I plan to buy. EX holos, I've been buying them like in near mint. Well, I haven't bought them yet, but I've been just creating a list. And I just making sure they're all near mint holos in that sweet spot range I was talking about. Not Wizards of the Coast, but like shortly after Wizards of the Coast. A lot of the cards are. And I just noticed a lot of them are going for like $30, $40 for a hollow, $35. And if they grade 10s, they go for like 10 times more than that. So we'll see how the grading process comes out, because just because it says near mint, that doesn't mean it's going to get a 10, but it's something I'm willing to take a risk on. And a lot of the cards that I picked are cards that I want to grade and cards that I like. That's the thing. I'm a collector. And with these cards, like, even if this card was worth $50, I don't think I would grade it. Right? I don't like these cards that much. They're not like the nostalgia factor for me. I don't know. Like, some newer stuff I do like the Moonbreon. Like, I don't even like the Moonbreon, guys. I really don't. Like, if it was $100, I wouldn't buy that card. That's just me, though. But not to say that if these cards ever were, like this Gyarados, if this card was worth $50, I don't know. I'd probably just sell it raw. But yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is, so I already did go through the stack, so I apologize, guys. I did go through everything I have in this box. So we can also binder pages. Unfortunately, my camera's too small, but as you can see, like, I have just probably 5-10 copies of the basic cards like that, like not hollows, but I took out all the good stuff a long time ago when I was a kid. And all my good Pokemon cards I have, like, in a different box, like ones I plan to grade. And I have I have a lot of cards I need to grade way before the cards that I just showed you. And to me, a lot of the cards I just showed you aren't worthy of grading. But in the future, just like my sealed collection, I'm in this shit for the long term for sports and Pokemon. It doesn't bother me holding on to something for 10 years. I mean, that was the kind of the plan anyways, at least. And when I look at prices, like, it just I'm willing to hold on to this just as long as my sealed collection. And my sealed collection, it just don't make sense to me to sell any of it until I make a 10 times profit or something. And if that doesn't happen, then I'll just have a ball opening all that stuff. That's what I figure. But I just look at the prices from Pokemon, like stuff that is 10 years old, and I see the prices, and it's similar stuff in boxes that you get today at a certain price, and I'm like, maybe I should just hold on to it 10 years, see what happens. But either or, I just really wanted to go over some of my Pokemon collection. If any of you guys liked any of those cards, I guess I would be up to trade or sell. I've never really sold anything, so I'd have to, like, get my PayPal set up and whatever. But crazy story. So yesterday I made that video about Cameron Thomas and how his cards were going up, and I made a Facebook post with those cards posted. I was really just fishing. I didn't even really want to sell the cards that much, but I just wanted to see what I could get for them. And mind you, I've had like 4 Facebooks in my life, and 2 of them I forgot the password. 2 of them I had crazy girlfriends, and one of them, she like shut down my Facebook and my password. So I have another Facebook, but I have 0 friends on it, and I don't have a picture of myself on it. Whatever. I don't even go on Facebook. I strictly use Facebook to look at cards, really. But every group I get banned from, it's so annoying. Like, I'll make a post and everyone will be like, fake account, he has no friends, look at him. Like, yeah, so I posted that card, and that's what they posted, that I was a fake account trying to scam them. So it was just kind of irritating. I was like, ugh, whatever. I didn't really want to sell the card anyways. I just wanted to see how much y'all wanted to pay for it. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this little it's kind of like how I see the sealed collection. Do I think what I just showed you is worth a lot right now? No. Could it be worth a decent amount in 10 years, 15 years? Absolutely. I think that. So things I will be hanging on to. Would I trade? Yeah. Am I interested in selling? Not really. That's why I'm saying I have some long-term faith in Pokemon cards. So I'd rather trade a Pokemon card for a Pokemon card, because cash. If I sold one of those cards right now, I know a lot of them are worth like $2 to $4. Why would I sell something for $4 and ship it and all that? You know what I mean? Like, You might as well just either keep it and see if it gets some value, or just, keep it for your, I don't know. That's just the way I see it. I mean, maybe if someone offered me like 500 for the box, I would take it, but I probably wouldn't even then, bro. Not no, because I'd feel like guilty about it. Yeah, I'm not much of a seller, so. But this is more therapeutic for me. I just kind of wanted to make a video and just like yesterday, I went through my sports cards, so I kind of wanted to go through my Pokemon cards that aren't gradable, but are considered hits, I guess you could call them. But anyways, see you guys later.